Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम सदा शिव समारंभां शंकराचार्य मध्यमां अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वंदे गुरु परंपरां समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैक कर्मणे। हरि ओम। So we are in this 284th verse of Tripti Dipa, 7th chapter of Panchadashi by Swami Vidyaranya. So earlier the conversation was about what are the signs of a realized being and whether they do action or what is the result of their knowledge of the self. Now in this world, will those people continue to do work in the world? Not exactly. Says this verse, all achievements in this world are the result of consistent effort. If you want some achievement in this world, then you have to put consistent effort into something. Pravritta vagraho nyayah bodhahinasya sarvatam Swargaya vapavargaya yatitavyam yato nrubhihi pravrittau agraha. Pravrittau, in action, agraha is insistence, holding on to something. For whom nyayaha, it is justified if a person is holding on to something in worldly actions. How is it justified? Bodhahinasya, if he lacks the knowledge of the self, then it is justified that he is working in the world, sarvatha, in all ways, in all measures. Because swargaya va apavargaya, whether it is for swarga, achieving a good place in this world, or apavarga is moksha, swargaya yatitavyam yataha nrubhihi. People, human beings, have to strive if they want swarga, if they want to be in a good place, either in this life or in the next life, if they choose to be in a better place than where they are, physically, mentally, emotionally, spatially, if we choose to live in good surroundings, have good relationships, and experience good thoughts, experience good emotions, have good experiences, then we have to work for it. Apavarga is moksha. Even if we want to be liberated from the cycle of birth and death, if we want to opt out of this game of coming and going, even then we have to work hard for it. Insistence on consistency. Whatever we need to achieve in this world, we have to put consistent effort in that direction to be able to attain it. Vidvamschet tadrisham madhye tishtet tadanurodhatah kayena manasa vacha karotyeva kriyaha Vidwans Chet. Amid such people, if there is a Vidwan, the one who knows the truth, one who knows the reality, Tadrisham Madhye, such people who are engaging in action, Tishtet Tad Anurodhataha, a Vidwan will live there. Anurodha means following them. It doesn't put a spanner on their effort, spanner on the wheel, and stop the process. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, "Na buddhi bhedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani vidwan yukta samacharan." A person who is a vidwan, a knowledgeable person, meaning one who knows about the presence of the self, yuktaha, appropriate manner, in the most appropriate manner, he does not stop people from doing work. People will do work out of ignorance to achieve something in the world. They will say, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, or I want to become an engineer. And they will work hard in that direction. They want to achieve something in sport. You say, what is the use of, don't tell them, discourage them. What is the use of striving hard for the Olympics? You will have to face so many problems. And at the end of it, it is only 1 minute joy that you stand and you get the medal, even if you get the medal at all. It is very rare, but even if you get it, it is only a few moments of pleasure. We don't stop people. Suppose somebody wants to take a movie, spend a lot of money. They don't know whether it will be successful or not. Not stopping them from the effort, but encouraging them in the right direction. Taking a good movie, suggesting, talking to them about the theme. What is the theme? In what way the movie can be different from all the movies that are taken? In those manner, whether it is a cricket match or whether it is a drama in the school or whether it's a letter writing essay, whether it is a movie or whether it is standing in election, a realized master will have something to say to encourage all people in the world doing all this. Vidwans chet tadrisham madhye tishtet tad anurodhataha. So follow them, follow people and stand where you are in that knowledge. Follow means not doing all the work like them, but being rooted in that knowledge of the self and encouraging others to do, helping them out with their problems, and if they are without their knowledge, out of their ignorance, if they are stuck somewhere, helping them to clear that block. Kayena manasa vacha karoti eva akhilaha kriyaha. So all actions in this world are done with the body, mind, and speech. So the realized man has realized that he is the life that enlivens a body, the life that enlivens a mind, and life that enlivens a speech. Having known this, he still engages with the body, mind, and speech in actions of the world. Sakta karmanya vidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvams tatha saktaha chikirshur loka sangraham. So in chapter 3, these two verses are coming. Loka sangraham is collection of people. Today we talk about an enlightened vote bank. So that is also loka sangraham. Loka sangraha means some grahaha, properly holding on to things, not without any awareness, but with awareness, gathering people together, making them do something with one good purpose in life. Saktaha karmani avidvamsaha. Just like how an avidvan, one who doesn't know the reality within the person, the individual, how he is blindly trying to achieve something in life. That's an avidvan. And how he is intensely engaged in action. In the same way, yatha kurvanti bharata, and avidvan how he does, in the same way, kuryat vidvans tatha asaktaha. A vidvan, a man of knowledge of the self, he should engage with the same kind of attention. He should pay attention to the work at hand, consistency. Chikirshuhu loka sangraham. For what purpose should he do? He should not do it for his own purpose. Chikirshu means desire. He should not engage in action for desire of his own wealth. There is a problem in politics today. Politics is a noble profession, no doubt. But when it is engaged to aggrandize the wealth of our own self and our own family or our own party, forgetting the welfare of the people at large, then politics is an ignorant thing to do. But when it is done with awareness that this is a very good means to help people, for the welfare of people, to do great work for people, and to ameliorate their life situations, to make life better for them, and whatever is coming is going for the people. When this work is engaged in with this kind of a knowledge, then it becomes noble work. What does a realized master do with the spiritual seekers? There are people who gather around such a master to know the truth. What does he do with them? How does he engage with them? Esha madhye bubhutsonam yada tishtet tada punaham bodhayesham kriya sarvaha dushayan styajatu swayam. This person, this wise man who knows the truth, madhye, in the midst of bubhutsona, of the seekers of knowledge, he is not engaged in any work along with people who are ignorant. He is surrounded by seekers and disciples. Yada tishtet, when he happens to be there, tada punaha bodhaya, again for knowledge, yesham, for the people who have gathered around him, he will engage in actions like teaching, like explaining, like correcting, like helping them to analyze, organizing them into groups and camps, and conducting camps for the sake of enlightenment. Sarvaha dushayan tyajatu. So he gives up all unwanted actions for himself and he engages in the right action to help other seekers realize the truth. There is a very beautiful text called Jivan Muktananda Lahari by Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankaracharya. Tomorrow we will finish Tripti Dipa and maybe we have 2 more sessions for this 5 days to complete. We will take up the study of Jivan Muktananda Lahari. It is a very, very beautiful text. What are the feelings of a realized master towards the spiritually ignorant ones? So he comes up with the majority of people in the world are ignorant, are sleeping to the truth, and they are awake to the world. They are awake to the world of the senses. They are awake to the world of names and forms and qualities and emotions. They are not aware of the substratum, the truth beneath them all. Avidvad anusarena vrittir buddhasya yujyate stanandhayanusarena vartate tatpitayataha. Avidvat anusarena, in accordance with the ignorant, vrittihi, buddhasya, wise man's behavior, yujyate, it is yoked. Stanandhaya anusarena, in accordance with the infant, vartate tad pita yataha. If a small child is telling, Appa, look at the sky, it is blue in color and that corner is pink in color, the father is not going to throw water on the child, on the child by saying, spoil the child's emotions and amazement by saying, you know what, my little one, the sky has got no color. He's not going to talk like that. He's going, wow, the blue color is so beautiful. No, yesterday the sky was green in color. Do you remember? Father will talk in that language of the child. In the same way, avidvat anusarena vrittihi buddhasya yujyate. The wise man will engage in action along with the one who is ignorant in the same way as their thoughts and actions are, just as a father engages with a child. Adhik adhikshiptastadito va balena swapita tadam na klishnati na kupyeta balam pratyuta lalayet. Adhikshiptaha. Even if a child disrespects a father, talking angrily to the father, taditaha. Even if the child beats the father with anger, na balena swapita tada na klishnati. The father is not affected by that. What does he do? Na klishnati, na kupyeta. He doesn't get angry or he doesn't feel upset because of that. Balam pratyuta lalayed. Wow, he says, so beautifully, my son. There was a very nice advertisement for life insurance. So there was a small child who is crying and shouting in anger, angry face, poker face is there. And the advertisement says, 20 years from now, your child will not look so beautiful doing this. Which means the child is doing that because the father is not getting what he wants. So get what the child wants and ensure and make the child happy. So you are not going to be happy when your child is doing this 20 years later. So in the same way, a child doing all these funny gestures of anger, of poker face, looking from above, putting the head down and looking from above in anger, all these expressions may look beautiful for the father, even though it is not a very pleasant expression. The father will appreciate it and he will even pamper the child, cuddle the child. Ninditastuyamano vam vidwan agnairna nindati nastauti kintu tesham syat yatha bodastatha charet. Ninditaha, even if he is criticized, stuyamanaha, even if he is praised, va vidwan agnaihi na nindati. He does not criticize them or he does not scold them. Na stauti kintu tesham syat yatha bodhaha tatha acharet. In them, whatever knowledge they have, the right knowledge, accordingly he will engage with them. Tesham means when the wise man, when criticized or praised by the ignorant, does not criticize or praise them, and he does not give a tit for tat for everything. He behaves in such a way so as to awaken the right knowledge in them. He engages in such manner, like even if they scold him, they shout at him, he remains very calm, he remains very quiet, and he brings out the right understanding in them of the truth at all times. He is engaging in only one action of awakening the truth in them. That is the only work that the wise man does. What is the work of the wise man? The wise man does only one job of awakening other people. There are so many realized masters who have spent a lot of time working in the world. They have received a lot of taunts, they have received a lot of ill will, they have received a lot of scoldings, they have received a lot of brickbats, they have received a lot of physical torture and physical difficulties also on account of all the people they engage with. But the only action that they do is to awaken others. That is what the wise man does. Is a realized master duty bound to serve mankind? Is there any restriction on him to serve mankind? Enayam natane natram buddhyate karyameva tat अज्ञप्रबोधान्नैवान्यत् कार्यमस्त्यत्र तद्विदः येन अयं नटनेन. By this behavior of the ignorant one, atra buddhyate, enlightened karyam, the action, enlightened action, eva alone, tat ajna prabodhat, apart from awakening the ignorant, na eva anyam karyam asti atra tat vidaha. For the realized person, even if a wise man behaves in such a way that he only has to enlighten the ignorant one. Apart from awakening the ignorant, there is no other duty for a realized person. Meaning there is no other compelling duty. There are some masters who say, how long should I engage with the world? How long should I have to go through the processes of the world? Even if the enlightened master goes to vote, that single vote that he casts is cast according to his knowledge of the whole country. So the enlightenment of the whole country is possible by one enlightened human being, depending on which position he is in. That is why there are so many enlightened masters who seek to collect donations, who seek to expand their establishment. Why? Because they are able to reach out to masses of people instead of just talking to one individual. They can speak to one collectivity and enlighten and enliven them and help them to work towards their realization of knowledge. The next verse. Kritakrityataya truptaham prapta praptyataya punaha trupyatnevam swamanasam manyate sau nirantaram. Kritakrityataya. So the work that he needs to do is to enlighten others. Enlighten others means give others that knowledge of the self and aid them in the process of self-realization. So if he has done that, his work is over. Triptaha, he rests content. Prapta prapyataya, as he has achieved what needs to be achieved. Punaha tripyan, he feels satisfied. Evam, in this way, swamanasa, with one's mind, he thinks. Nirantaram, whenever he has worked towards the enlightenment of others, he feels content because kritakrityataya, his work is in the world is to enlighten others, and that he has done. Prapya, and because of that, what does he get? Because of doing anything, we get something. What does he get? He gets Tripti. Tripti is contentment. How do we experience contentment? We experience contentment by doing something, kritakrityam, by doing what needs to be done. When we do that, we experience contentment. And he experiences contentment when he does this work of awakening other people around him. He feels satisfied and he constantly thinks in this manner. A wise man is totally satisfied. And what does he think? That is how Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmaya ji, whose 108th Jayanti is coming, he lived his life of 40 years in the service of spirituality, a life of dedication to Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads. His daily schedule, which began at around 3 p.m. in the morning and ended at 12:30 to 1 at night, with just a few hours of rest, it was all about talking on the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita, the lectures, meeting people, writing letters, always working towards the enlightenment of others. So that is why the shloka, verse and praise called Kritagnyata. Kritagnyata means gratitude, feeling of gratitude. Samasta jana kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. So what was his work? Samasta Jana Kalyana. He worked for the welfare of all people. What was the welfare of all people? Niratam. He was engaged in the welfare. Why was he Niratam? Why was he engaged? Karunamayam. He is filled with compassion. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. The one who is the best among the knowers of the truth, to him I salute. So what did he do? Samskruter Vikshahanim Cham Bharatasya cha Dustitim. Samskrutehe Vikshahanihi. He saw that there was a destruction for Samskriti, mean culture among people. The culture of self-realization is the core of Bharat. Bharat had the technology, the means, the prakriya, or the methods by which one can realize the self. And that was destroyed. Samskrutehe vikshahanim cha bharatasya cha dusthitim. He saw the difficult situation of Bharat. Dravitam hridayam yasya. His heart melted for this. Vandeham tam mahamunim. To that person I salute, I surrender. So there are just a few more verses of blessing, of expressions of sheer joy. We will look into them tomorrow, and we will go through a whole brief understanding of Tripti Dipa, and we will conclude the text in tomorrow's session. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Vashyantu, Ma Kasyid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. बोले श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. हर नमः पार्वती पतये. हर हर महादेव. हरि ओम.